Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to Food for Thought Fridays.
Yes, sir.
Where our intention is to inspire, motivate, and educate through insights and experiences.
Right.
Today I have two special guests, business owners and entrepreneurs. This is Brother Al-Latif, give me that, and Brother Osman. So these brothers have great history. When I met them, they were working for somebody else in a barbershop down the street. And they managed to pull their resources together and transition to owning their own establishment. So I would love if both of you can talk about that transition and why you made the transition, knowing that you'll have more work to do, more risks, and everything else that comes with being bosses in the game. So, Brother Latif, you can start.
Well, it's quite simple. There's freedom and ownership. When you own and you control and have your own business, there's no glass ceiling. You know, today's society, we teach our children to work for someone else. And in that predicament, there's really no future. There's really no opportunity to grow. It's all about generational wealth. We want to leave something to our children, you know? And we want to grow, we want to expand. There's no limit to how much you can make once you become an owner and an entrepreneur. There's no cap on your salary. There's no one that can tell you what time to go to work, what time to leave, or you're fired, you know?
Yes.
No boss. You want to be the boss.
Indeed. Brother Osman, do you want to contribute to that?
First, you gotta have faith.
That's right.
Just like when a brother came to us about this business here, it happened overnight. But me and Latif always had an idea to go in business for ourselves.
Right.
We always said we're gonna put our name together and open up a business. He's Al and I'm Oz, so the name of the business is Ali Oz. So the brother came in. His name is Brother Wayne. He just left a few minutes ago. He said, "Come here, Brother Osman." I said, "Yes, sir." He had a for rent sign. He said, "Look at that. This could be new on Latif." And I gave him some thought. I said, "Wow, so you're right, brother. This could be us." Morning. Make a long story short, we made it happen that day.
That's right.
And, okay.
Go ahead.
All right, we had to stop the video for a second because a customer came in. We had to have a quick conversation with them. But as you were saying, Brother Oz?
Yeah, well, as I was saying, sometimes it just takes faith.
Yeah.
Not only just believe in God, you gotta believe in yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you just gotta be motivated. Like you gotta set goals, write it down, look at it every day before you go to bed, middle of the day, and through the night. And we always had the vision to have our own shop, and it happened. You know, the universe worked for us, and it happened.
That's great. That's great. Now, Latif has what I would say a monumental spot in my journey of life. Why do I say that? Because when I first met Latif, he introduced me to a genre of books that I'd never heard before. Prior to meeting him, I was just really reading cultural books. And he introduced me to personal development books. Do you remember the name of the first book you introduced me to?
Yeah, a few books. I think it was Conversations with God. I remember we used to go down Napoleon Hill's book.
That's right, Think You Grow Rich.
Tony's book, Howard Now.
Right.
Yeah.
So prior to meeting him, I had no idea these books existed. So now, and me knowing you personally, obviously, and knowing Oz, you guys have a library in the background.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys value personal development and learning. And there's many people that think that learning stops, you know, with school. So if you guys can just expound on that a little bit, this time I'll let Oz start, about the value of personal development and continuing your education.
Right. I would say you definitely have to read a lot of books on self-improvement.
Right.
And one of my greatest books is called Power of Focus. And what I learned from there, one thing I learned in one of them chapters, it had said how much you worth. And at that time I said, man, I never gave a thought on that. And it had a list, a category, 50, 100,000, 150. So I put a limit to myself. I said, you know what, I'm worth about 150,000. And as I progressed in the chapter, it says, never put a limit to how much you worth. It's unlimited in what you worth.
That's right.
Dope concept. Never put a limit in your self-worth and self-value.
Right.
Indeed, because like Latif said earlier, don't put, you know, when he was working for somebody else, to put a cap on him.
That's it.
But now he has no cap.
That's it.
Brother, would you like to expound on that?
You know, developing myself personally has helped me in a lot of ways. You know, one of my favorite books was As a Man Thinketh by James Allen.
Classic.
It's a saying that goes, you know, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So as I realized and started to gain more knowledge of myself, you know, as I continued to read and grow, I started to change my thoughts. And then my environment around me began to change.
Yeah.
Once I caught hold of this secret, this truth, man, the doors just opened up for me. You know, and I'm growing. Every day I'm growing in this knowledge. It's a beautiful thing.
Now, something else that I always experience when I come here, it's unique design. Not only physical appearance, I mean, we have our heroes and sheroes on the wall. We have Muhammad Ali back there. There's a library here. You know, sometimes I'll come in and there's a documentary like The Secret, which talks about the law of attraction, or there might be a lecture going on. And you really don't see that in barbershops. And I value that because although I have a son, and my son's stepfather is a barber, but I feel comfortable bringing my children in this type of environment. There's no mumble rap, no drinking, no negativity at all. Can you talk about, you know, why you designed your barbershop this way?
Well, we do like to have a different model with a different brand. That's one thing in business. You always want to set up to be different from other people. And me and my partner, we have a slogan. Not only do we work on your head, but we want to work inside your head. You know? So that's key, man. We're just trying to raise the level of consciousness in our people, you know, and at the same time provide a valuable service.
Oh, that's right. But
one thing I always experienced when I was in school was Black History Month. And I felt bad. I didn't understand. I wasn't knowledgeable in understanding, but I noticed that throughout the whole school year, you see white heroes hanging on the walls inside the classroom. And the teachers only put their heroes up on Black History Month, was February. I said, if I ever grow up, if I had control, I want to change that concept. And then when the Black History was over, they take all the black heroes down from the wall and leave the white heroes on top. And I said, I must change that concept and let people know we great 365 days a year, not just 28.
Right. I love that. I love that. So as we start to wrap up this interview, what do you guys have to say for an up-and-coming entrepreneur, someone who may have a vision, a dream, an idea, you know, whether they just finished high school or whether they're in their 40s and they just haven't really took any action on that vision, on that idea? You know, what would you say to those people?
Well, what I would say is, first, you have to have a vision, and you have to keep that vision in your head. You know what I mean? Then you have to have discipline. Discipline is key. You know what I mean? Not falling victim to instant gratification. You know what I mean? Delaying, you know what I mean, for the long-term reward. That is key. You can't be easily distracted, and you have to be strong and disciplined and willpower. Willpower is key.
Yes.
You know, and entrepreneurship is all about multiple streams of income. You know, you don't want to just have one stream of income.
Yes.
You look here, you see we have a barbershop here, but if you look back, we selling boots, we selling shirts, we selling coats, we selling cars. Multiple streams of income. That's the key of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
That guarantees you security. So if one thing falls, you have something else to fall back on. And that's the problem with the job. You know, a job is not permanent.
Yes.
Your boss can fire you any day, anytime.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So what I learned, now that I'm in business for myself, I learned I got to stop working for the clock. I got to have the clock working for me. So the key is now, invest your money, have your money work for you. So that's what I'm learning now, and spend more time with the family. Family first.
Yes, sir.
So the more time you have the clock working for you, you can spend time with the family, and you can enjoy life.
Well, there you have it. Welcome to Food for Thought Fridays. I appreciate you tuning in. Latif, Osman,
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for donating your time to us.
No problem.
And just remember, live life to the fullest. Focus on your discipline, your willpower. Never put a cap on your self-worth, and develop multiple streams of income. Peace.